As your senator, my goal is to work in a bipartisan way to control spending, reduce the tax burden on hardworking New Yorkers, and promote business growth and job creation. While there's still work to be done, I'm happy to report that in this past legislative session, we made progress. We passed the fourth consecutive on-time budget. It caps spending at 2% and avoids new taxes and fees. In fact, we cut taxes across the board. We also enacted a new property tax freeze and rebate program that will save taxpayers more than $1 billion over the next 3 years. The budget increases aid to education by more than $1 billion and includes funding for school resource officers. It also continues mandate and pension reforms, saving local governments $4.5 billion. The budget provides increased support for the state's leading industry, agriculture. The additional funding will go to programs and initiatives that will strengthen existing farms and encourage more young people to follow careers in agriculture. I'm pleased that we secured $450,000 for the Wyoming County Agriculture and Business Center. There's also good news for sportsmen and sportswomen in the budget. It includes an initiative authorizing the use of crossbows for hunting. The new rules take effect this fall and provide more options for hunters, especially the elderly and disabled. In this past legislative session, I sponsored dozens of bills, including 42 that were approved in the Senate and 18 which were passed by both houses of the legislature. The legislature passed and the governor signed measures to fight the epidemic of heroin addiction across New York. Lawmakers also supported a bill to extend the Brownfield Cleanup Program, which has been instrumental in restoring former industrial sites to productive use. In the Senate, legislation was passed to crack down on the financial exploitation of the elderly, including 2 bills which I sponsored. I was also proud to co-sponsor legislation to break down barriers based on gender. The Senate's Women's Equality Agenda further protects women from sexual harassment, discrimination, and domestic violence. And for the 3rd year in a row, the Senate also passed Alex's Law, a bill I was proud to author, which would crack down on drunk drivers who leave the scene of an accident. I am committed to these initiatives and will continue the fight to enact this legislation into law. No legislative session is perfect, but progress has been made in making New York a better place to live and do business. We will continue our push to move our state forward for our families, our businesses, and our communities. It is an honor to serve as your state senator, and I remain grateful for the trust you've placed in me. Thank you.